All of a sudden, I get a ridge hand shot to my neck.
Karate chopped him in the throat. And Trig said, "Don't talk while I'm talking." I was like, oh shit.
I turn around, Frank, you hit me. Why the F did you hit me? He said the wrong thing to me. He said, well, what are you gonna do about it?
Buffer blasted him. And it was on.
I just reacted and just went pop, pop. You know, I punched him twice.
They started throwing punches at each other. I was like, holy shit, this is happening right now.
Let's talk about the elevator fight.
Okay. All right. We had an Ultimate Fighter TV show. We were staying at the Hard Rock Hotel, and we just got done doing the show. I went up to Mike Goldberg's room, and Frank was in there, and we're friends.
Mike Goldberg and I were up in his room. After, I'm wearing flip-flops, shorts, and a T-shirt. I'm going home because I was living in Vegas at the time.
We decided to go out. We're going to go out, have a little dinner, and go out to a club. And when we get to the elevator, the doors open, and there's Dana White and his security man. Frank walks in.
All I know is there's 5 grown-ass men in an elevator.
Frank Trigg at the time was a ranked fighter.
I was having a conversation with Dana. He's about to start talking a little bit of money. What did Bruce do? He mentioned something about Dana's watch or something.
Okay, I love watches. And Dana had this really cool watch band on. And I go, Dana, what a cool watch.
You're talking to your boss about a pay raise. And then somebody else comes in and starts talking about their cufflinks or their tie right in the moment when he's like, I might have X amount of blit. And then, oh my gosh, your cufflinks are amazing. Shut up, let me finish my conversation, then talk to him about his cufflinks. I mean, I don't care. But your conversation comes after mine.
All of a sudden, I get a ridge hand shot to my neck.
Karate chopped him in the throat. And Trigg said, don't talk while I'm talking. I was like, oh shit.
I turn around, Frank, you hit me. Why the F did you hit me? He said the wrong thing to me. He said, well, what are you gonna do about it?
Buffer blasted him. And it was on.
I just reacted and just went pop, pop. You know, I punched him twice.
They started throwing punches at each other. I was like, holy shit, this is happening right now. I stepped back into the corner of the elevator and I just fucking watched and let it go.
In MMA, everyone's pretty physical. And Bruce is known as a boxer, so he can handle this.
Frank came back at me, hit me harder. I gotta hit him back harder. And it was on. Boom, 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 right? 10 floors, what does that take? 15, 20, 25 seconds? All 10 floors. Just kept going and going and going to the point that he actually threw a knee up and kneed one of my friends, which I started to feel. Dana was against the elevator. I don't remember seeing him. I'm too busy focusing on what's going on, and adrenaline's pumping. And that's when the doors started to open, and I just throw my arms in the air, and I go, Frank, we're done, we're done, we're done.
They stopped fighting as soon as the elevator doors opened at the lobby.
And I look down, and there's blood up and down my shirt.
Buffer's hand was sliced open from Frank Trigg's watch.
And my thumb is peeled back. You can see the bone in my thumb.
Those two shook hands, apologized to each other, and Buffer went to the hospital to go get stitches.
7 stitches or so, $500, tetanus shot, the whole 9 yards, bandage on the thumb.
And I literally walked away and I went, holy shit, that just happened.
2 days later, a fighter from the UFC named Mikey Burnett walked up to me. And he goes, hey, Bruce, I heard you took it to Trigg. And I go, Mikey, who'd you hear that from? I haven't told anybody. He goes, Dana's telling everybody. I guess one of the things I really kind of liked about it is that Dana saw that he doesn't have a wimp announcing his fighters in the octagon.
This I do know for sure. It's the one lesson I learned in the elevator. Never chop a ring announcer in the throat. That's how he makes his millions of dollars is with his voice, and I hacked him at it. It's kind of funny, but should have done it. Absolutely, in hindsight, probably was a bad idea, but, whatever. I think I saw him in Hawaii shortly after that, and we went and had a drink at the after party in Hawaii.
What we're talking about is a scuffle between 2 friends that went wrong, and people that are 2 friends today. In the old days, I could have a good fight and have a beer with you afterwards. And that's the way I like it.